Welcome back to Deer Valley Homestead with me, Andy. This week we have so much to do. I don't even know if I can remember the whole list. We need to find out what arrived in this box. We need to move the silkies. We need to move the silky rooster. We need to move the new layers. We need to sort out the turkeys. We need to look after whatever arrived in here. We need to work on the new chicken area. We need to work on the new pheasant area. We have a wood delivery coming. And that's only the stuff that I need to do on this property. I also need to go to the other house and continue on with the plumbing and the new concrete floor in the kitchen and the plastering. Chaos. You're going to see just a little bit of everything. Alright, one of the first jobs I need to get on with today is moving all of these brooders. We have our turkey chicks, which you're going to see hatch out in just a second. And we have our new laying hens. Of course, half of them will be roosters, but there is some green shell and some dominance in here, and they need to go out as well. It's going to be a whole shuffle, and the reason for that is my workshop has been taken over. Between the two brooders, there's just no table space left, and of course, I just can't make too much noise, too much dust, too many fumes while they are in here, so that's why they're moving. Now all this lot are super cute and I do enjoy having them in the workshop. I really should have put a piece of wood across here, like Beata said I should, because they are making a royal mess. And of course under here is all my electronic stuff, which is the last thing that needs to be full of dust and chicken waste. They are fairly pretty. I mean, look at that. So these silkies are now 11 weeks old. In fact, maybe even a week older than that. They might even be 12 weeks old. Normally I'd move them outside at 8 weeks, but because it has been so cold and frosty, we've kept them in that a little bit longer. They're going to move in with the other silkies for now. The only issue with that is I have two large roosters in there, so I need to be careful. I'm going to watch them pretty closely, and if the roosters get aggressive in any way, you know, beyond the normal, sorting out the pecking order, then we'll move the two roosters in with our laying flock. Oh my god, it's time to experience your new home. Some new friends joining you. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. Silkies, meet your American silky friends. Be nice, Roosty. Be nice. A bit young for you, buddy. Alright, so that is everybody introduced. Currently, our rooster is just making sure that everyone knows that he's in charge. I'm going to watch them for about half an hour just to make sure nothing happens. But you don't need to do that because it's not going to be the most interesting thing in the world. we're going to skip to moving the rest of the chickens and the rest of the brooders. Hey guys. New house, more space. Less grass though. Oh, you're here too. You'll be in the video soon, don't worry. We won't leave you out. This area is pretty messy. The silkies have been in here for the last 10 days. I'm gonna give this a clean out and then we can go and get ourselves some new chicks. Alright, one clean brooder. There's a big pile of sawdust behind me. Fresh food, fresh water. The heat lamp's back on. Let's go catch the chicks and bring them in here. And in case you're wondering why there's just a big pile of sawdust, it's because these chicks are gonna spread it out in seconds for me anyway. Alright, these are a mixture of green shell and dominant chickens. There's 10 of them. And hopefully there's 5 or more ladies in there. Of course, you never know when you hatch your own chicks how many of what you're going to get, unless it's a sexless chick, but that's a different story. For these guys, they're going to go outside where the silkies just were, and they're going to start to get a little bit of grass and things like that. But first I need to catch them all. These guys are young and they are fast and they can fly, so the garage door is closed just in case they start jumping out. Oh, that wasn't very clever. Hey chickies! Don't be scared, it's okay. You got rooster energy. Hey, careful, careful, careful. We don't want to hurt you. Put your wings down. Jesus. There you go. There you go. Okay, okay. This one is by far my favorite. Look at the color. It's just beautiful. That one, last one. And that is why I closed the door. Oh, I got lucky. Tried to bite me. Hey. Hey. You're okay. Do you reckon rooster energy? You're okay. Nothing bad happened. Alright, let's go release this lot. There is always a side quest, and today is no different. My puppy just jumped out through the gate, so I need to repair that. Quick welding job. Won't take long. I think if I left them to it, they'd mostly jump out on their own, but Well team, in case you're wondering why I'm not at the other property very much, this is why. I have put the new plumbing in under the floor in what we're calling Deer Valley Wine Lodge. It's for the washing machine and the drain. All the new electronics are in. I didn't do the electrical work, I had someone else do that, but everything else, the plumbing, plastering, is all on me. So this is all new plumbing this week. It's been tested, it stayed under pressure for 48 hours and no leaks, so very happy with that. And I don't know if you've seen these rooms, but these rooms are now finished with plastering and all of that kind of stuff. And what else has been done? I'll show you in the basement in a minute, but this room is also now plastered. There's a few little bits that I need to do some touch-ups on, just around the windows, but most of it is done. Now I'll take you down to the cellar and show you down there. Alright, I don't know how well you will see down here, but this is our water feed in. The water goes up to the bathroom, comes along. I've put in 2 big drain valves just because we do get such cold winters here. We're -15, that if we're not here and not heating the house, then we will definitely be emptying the water system. Then there's the feeds up to the kitchen. The boiler feed will go on here. I've just got it looped over at the moment because I need to test the hot water side and I don't have the boiler. And then there's the feeds up to the washing machine as well. So in this corner of the chicken area, something like this, we want to make a couple of different areas so we can have some of the silkies in one area, and when we want to breed the Lomans we could put them in there with their rooster. We could breed the Dominants with their rooster, the Silkies with their rooster, and all the various other chickens that we have around. At the moment they're all living together and that just makes it impossible to breed a certain kind of chicken. To do this I need to put in 4 more posts. And as soon as it's actually warm enough today, I think the ground isn't frozen. We'll find out very, very soon. Alright, super simple. I've just taken a line all the way across between the 2 fence posts and the same the other way. So from this fence post all the way down to this fence post, and I'm using that as my mark where to put the next post. And then I'll do the one in the middle and so on and so forth until they're all done. Perfect. So you might be wondering, is the hole slightly bigger than the post? Yes, that's just the size that I have. This post has about another 40 centimeters to go down, so I'll get out the sledgehammer and whack it down at a later date. But I know it's going to freeze again in the next few days and get below that level where the frost is going to be a problem. And then I can come back in, finish it off later. But we have about another 2 months of frost here. It's pretty rare that we get a warm patch like this. So this just gives me the opportunity to get ahead. And then we'll introduce you to those new animals that we talked about. Where are they? Oh, well, they're right behind me, so maybe the surprise is ruined. You come to help. Alright, that is our 4 poles installed. At some point in the next few weeks I will find the time to come and put the fence in, some gates in, some chicken houses in, and everything else that we would like to have in here. but for now I'm just taking it as a win that we got this much done while the ground was defrosted and dry enough. It has been so dry this winter. I think it's rained maybe 3 times, it snowed a couple of times, but normally this time of year I wouldn't even be able to walk in here because it would be so muddy. And if you're still wondering what new animal we brought to Deer Valley Homestead, it is these guys. These are 2 Rhea. You came in at the perfect time, huh? These are 2 Rhea. They were a gift for Beata. She has passed her Master Unlimited, which is a pretty big deal. So her sisters and her mum got together and these 2 Rhea arrived. There is 1 male, 1 female. They are unrelated and hopefully they will be doing some breeding for us. I'm just very, very excited to have them around. They are super cool. They are super friendly. They will eat from your hand. They don't bite too hard. And they've been getting along with absolutely everybody, which is a real winner. Thank you for that. Which is a real winner. I was worried how they might be with the ducks, chickens, geese, and everything else that we have here. Wonderful. Well, I'm going to get all this stuff packed up. As always, thank you very much for watching. Next week, depending on the weather, I will either be back in the other house, getting on with some plastering, finishing some plumbing. I've got a concrete floor that I need to get in the next few weeks as well. Or I may be here using some of that wood that you've seen that's been delivered to build some more animal enclosures, chicken houses. The list is growing ever longer. As always, thank you very, very much for watching. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe, like, all of that stuff. And we'll catch you next week. We hope you have a good week wherever you are. Did you have to come and poop on camera? Was that necessary?